Hello and welcome to another edition or episode of Mike and Mine with Omar. And today I'll be having a very important conversation and a conversation that I think is going to resonate with a lot of people. But before getting into what we're going to be discussing, I just want to introduce my guest to all of you. And yes, can you tell everyone who you are?
Okay, hello guys, or ladies and gentlemen. I am Lamin Sise. I am from Gambia and precisely from the North Bank region, Kerawan, the administrative capital of the region. So basically, that's me, Lamin.
And thank you, Lamin, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to the usual conversation,
Thank you.
Mike and Mine with Omar. And it's such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
So, just a bit of context. Lamin and I met a couple of years ago when we both won the Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. And we traveled together from Gambia to Belgium, then to Sweden. And then since then, we have been staying in touch. But what I think what is very much similar uh, between two of us is the fact that we are all girls. That we all have girls, and then today that is what we'll be discussing: raising daughters across borders, and the challenges that comes with it, the nice part, and then the not so uncomfortable parts about it as well. So that's what we'll be discussing today. But then before we properly delve into having that conversation, I want us to know a little bit more about Lamin, so that we kind of have a context to the conversation that we're going to have. So I know you've told us that you're from Kerewan, and that's where you were born. Brought up and all of that. Can you tell us the kind of upbringing you had growing up?
Okay, thank you once again, Omar, and your viewers. Well, I can say I had an interesting upbringing back in Gambia, and I was brought up together with my siblings, with my mom and dad. It's a kind of an extended family. So I had a very interesting childhood. I helped my dad with a lot of stuff. We go to farm. As you know, when you are from the upper part of the country, you have to go to the farm. It's a good skills we have to learn along the way. So it prepares you for the future. And from there, I go to school, primary school, secondary, all the way to high school. And I started my school in Kerawan Primary School and Kerawan Secondary School. Then I moved to Bundung in the Kanefi municipality, where I attended Nusrat Senior Secondary School, my alma mater. Shout out to my former Nusrat mates and the current Nusratarians, as we call it. One of the best, if not the best,
Arguably, yes.
if not the best in the Gambia. I know you don't agree, but that's our result speaks for itself.
It is arguable.
Yeah, so shout out to all the Nusratarians out there in the world doing amazing stuffs in all the different walks of life. So from Nusrat, I went to University of the Gambia and finally to Sweden, Umeå University. So that's basically Lamin. Yeah.
And then thank you. I'm not going to agree that Nusrat is the best school in Gambia. If you're from Gambia High, let's gather in the comment section, and then let's show
Well,
the Nusarians that we have always been the best. We are still the best, and then yes, we will continue to be the best. We are not going to agree that Nusrat is the best school in Gambia. You
you
know.
know, one thing I can agree with when it comes to athletics, Gambia High do better than Nusrat because They say we as Newsatarian we focus on our books too much, so we don't do best good when it comes to athletics. But when it comes to academics,
We do well. For us, we do well in both. I mean, today I am not
but
agreeing to.
but
I mean, I've never
we
agreed
have
to anybody from Nusrat when they say they are the best school. We do athletics. We are good at academics. So if you're from Nusrat and Gambia
but
High,
that fact has already
say it in
changed.
the comment
Nusrat has
section.
been doing extremely well in both academics and athletics. So we have also gained that flag as one of the best schools.
Anyway, shout out to all high schools in Gambia, and special shout out to Gambia Senior Secondary School. We always have the last say. So special shout out to Gambia Senior Secondary School. But I mean, Lamin, let's get into today's discussion. I mean, we live in a world that for a lot of people it is a man's world, and then because both of us are parenting girls, what do you think is the most important skill we must equip them with in facing a world that has been described as a man's world?
Well, that's a tough one, but I will try to answer. Well, I will say it's not easy to be a parent in general, especially when you are dealing with girls, because they go through a lot of challenges because of society, how people see the girl child, and how people see in comparison to the male child, because we believe most of the people believe that girl child should not be that educated, should not be provide equal or equitable opportunities compared to their male counterparts. But I don't believe so. I believe in for them to have that equitable opportunities compared to their male counterparts. So it's not an easy task, but one thing I believe they should learn and they should grow up with is recognizing who they are. That self recognition is very important, because if you don't recognize who you are, it will be difficult for you to have a stable footing in anything you are doing. So that's the foundation. Recognize who you are and believe in yourself and set goals for yourself and go for them. And don't easily give up. Don't easily give up. Go be a go getter.
I think that is those are such a valuable asset for any parent to equip their children with, especially girls, because as I stated earlier, the world has been set up in such a way that or it has for so many years look a certain way. So preparing girls to take it heads on, I think is important, not just only for them, but to the entire society. But I also want to ask at this point, how has parenting changed from the time when you remember being parented by your own parents and you now parenting your girls? How has it changed, and how does that transition looks like?
Well, I would say the dynamics are not the same. They are not the same. There are a lot of factors that change, from improvements in technology, especially technology has changed a lot of how we deal, how do parenting now. Because back then, during our childhood days, we don't have access to internet, we don't have access to telephone. It's very few privileged families who will have even TVs in their houses or in their homes. So, but now every single home you visited, there are multiple mobile phones, tablets, TVs, internet. So, and all these things come with their own challenges. So, how do you navigate to make sure you get the best out of it? This technology. With technology comes with both its up and downs, the pros and cons. But how do you enhance, or how do you make best use of the pros, and how do you mitigate the negative aspect that it also bring along? So this has been a daunting task for parents. So it has never been easy, but you just have to strike a balance and trying to manage this or use this technology to to the best advantage of your kids.
Okay, and then you spoke a lot about technology, and also knowing and understanding that technology is very central to our identity today, and it's very central to how we even show up in the world. So how do you ensure that your girls has access to technology, but they remain very firm on who they are, and they remain very grounded to their own identity?
Well, I will say one of the key things in trying to make sure that they are grounded in their whatever they do, that knowing who they are, is trying is you as a parent trying to communicate, tell them who they are, because they are kids. What they know might be limited. So, but you have that as a parent, you have to be with them, guide them, talk to them. That's key, because nothing will come from thin air like that, and just you just understand who you are. So you have to have somebody who will guide you, just like our parents did for us. So we also have to reciprocate the same thing to our kids. This who this is where you are from. This is how you should behave. This is good. This is bad. So basically, communication. Talk to your people, your kids, as a parent.
Okay, again, communication is very crucial, and I think it brings us closer than we can imagine. But at this point, I also want to ask a question in relation to the fact that we are also parenting in an age where social media is such a central part of people's identity today. How do we ensure that uh, children have access to these digital tools, or our daughters have access to these digital tools, that is teaching them about freedom, that is teaching them about embracing their identity, self, but also that comes with a lot of pressure? How do you balance freedom and safety for your girls in a world that is, taken by social media, or in a world where social media plays a central role to who we are?
Well, I will say it's very, very important for parents to understand that this is the current situation we find ourselves in, technology, digital world, digital age. So how do we make sure we have give access, and also protect or save our kids from the negative aspects of this technology? You have to be with them. So you kind of being moderate, not too extreme, but not also allowing total freedom, because whatever they watch, whatever they listen to, whatever site they visit can impact them both positively and negatively. So you have to be there with them, guide them, groom them. Sites that are good, they can go, apps that they can use, what they can watch, and also the time they spend on these sites or on these gadgets, because everything has its own pros and cons, as I would say. So it's always good to be with them, guide them, watch this, don't watch this, not good, this is what is good. So basically, you have to be with them, but don't allow them to be alone and be choosing for themselves, because not everything on the internet or on the apps are appropriate for kids consumption.
Yeah.
So you have to be with them as an adult to give them that guidance, uh, and also protect them from being exposed to negative aspects that comes with this, either crime, whatever. Because right now, the most of the problem parents are facing is how to prevent their kids from being recruited by criminals into these criminal gangs. And now they don't go to your homes. They will sit in their houses through games, TV games, whatever games. You think they're just playing games, but not. No, they're not playing games. So you have to be ahead of time.
So your advice is parents have to be a lot more involved
Yeah, we
in a
be very
digital
much
age,
very
and also
be
very careful,
proactive.
proactive in parenting.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good advice for every parent, regardless of the gender that you are actually parenting. but also to push forward on the same issue around social media. We've seen this week or last week
Yeah.
that Australia has banned the use of social media for children under the age of 16 years.
Yeah.
And then, as a parent, when you hear something like that, what did you feel? What do you feel about that ban for social media ban for children under the age of 16 years?
Well, I feel like I'm not in Australia, but I feel like that will empower the parents in trying to help them to bring their kids the way they would want to see their kids as productive citizens in societies. Because social media has done a lot in terms of improvement in people's life, but has also destroyed a lot of lives. So Australia understanding this, maybe they have seen. I want to believe they have seen much more negative aspect that this social media brings to the lives of these kids. This is why they won't one extra mile to bring a law that will ban these kids from accessing the social media sites.
Yeah.
So, as a parent, when I read that news, I was so excited, and I hope the rest of the world will follow suit as soon as possible, because it kind of spreading like a pandemic, or and I would say. So it will be very important for parents to come up, or the state authorities to join hand with parents to bring these kids up in the right environment, in the right technological, whatsoever environment. They must make sure that it's safe and secure for these people, our future generation.
Okay, so you actually think that it is a step in the right direction, and that
Definitely,
you hope other countries also emulate
definitely.
in ensuring that children are being protected, and I mean they are also being safe on online spaces.
Yeah, because what it will do is minimizing their time and their time on these sites or these social media sites, I would say, and having more human interactions will also bring that human aspect in them. Just like during our days, we don't have access to this. What we do, we sit around our elders, let's say your mom, your dad, or even your grandparents. They'll be telling you stories. That was our social media then. But right now, you can come in a house, father, mother, sister, brother, they're all sitting in the same sitting room, not talking to each other. They're all on their phone.
So you think we are more divided
Yeah,
than closer
yeah,
because of the use of social
yeah.
media?
And so people, you can see people just be on their phone, just laughing while just on the phone.
I see.
So there's no that family relation. There's no
Family.
that touch between families. You go to work, you close, you come. Everybody is sitting in their own corners. Everybody on their phone. Pa, 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 pa.
And you actually think that close family relations
It's very
are
important.
important
Important. Very,
for
very important.
children
Yeah,
and I mean parents as well.
yeah. Because kids will not know what they have been exposed to, whether it's beneficial or not for them at that age. Maybe few will understand, but not many are lucky to have that
Understanding.
understanding to understand the difference between what is beneficial for me or not. So it can affect their psychology, their health, physical health, a whole lot of things.
I,
So
I mean I think
so
that's
taking that time and investing elsewhere, more productive, I think, is a step in the right direction.
yeah, I think that's a very I mean solid point really to rely on. But now I want to also know or ask, understanding that we have cultural differences from where we are coming from to where we are now. So how are you ensuring that your girls have benefit of both worlds, but still remember who they are, and still remain grounded in the values that you think are most important for them to grow up with? How do we ensure that happens?
Well, as I said, it will not come out of, from the blue. It's also how you communicate with them, because you have to talk to these kids. Talking is very key. Communication, and use all lot of strategies how you communicate with kids, because kids will ask, they will ask about everything, so you have to explain, because they will see things that they don't understand, they don't know, they want to know about it. So for them to understand that, we have to be talking to them. Don't do this, don't do this, this is who you are, this is who you are, this is the culture you are, you find yourself in, but this not doesn't represent us,
Yeah.
this is who we are. So they should know for themselves first, and if they go outside the society, then they will also able to recognize who they are meeting, and also respecting those things, recognizing them and respecting them. It doesn't mean when you know who you are, you should also appreciate the fact that this is how other people are too.
Difference.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
recognizing the differences and respecting them.
And I mean that's very important, because I think for a lot of conflict, it happens because we misunderstand each other.
Yeah.
If we take time a little bit to know each other, understand each other's personality, and then we are going to realize that our differences is actually our strength,
Yeah.
because we all cannot be similar. The world is too, I mean, it's too big for everybody to look the same. But understanding and appreciating that really is an asset that we all need in order to navigate this thing called life.
Yeah.
But if you're just joining us now, this is Mike and Mine with Omar, and I have been discussing with my friend and brother Lamin Sise on parenting daughters across borders, and then the challenges, the nice parts, the not so nice part about it, and everything that comes with it. So you can also share your experience in the comment section. Tell us what you think about parenting in digital age, parenting across borders, and what you think are some of the valuable lessons uh, that are there to you, so that we can empower each other, we can share stories, but we most importantly we can learn from each other, so that we create a world that is going to be safer for all girls, and I mean boys as well. Let's create a safer world for all children, regardless of their gender. But before we conclude this discussion, what do you hope, at least, if it is one thing, what do you hope your girls do not have to unlearn when they grow up? What are you teaching them today that you hope that they never unlearn that when they grow up?
Well, that's very important. And for me, I will say it's very important for them to stick to their religious and cultural values. We come from a highly cultural and religious background, so I believe with that kind of mindset and understanding, they will be able to navigate or the challenges they will face in their life, like their parents, because coming from Africa or Gambia in particular, uh, the society there is very collective, not like in the West here or Sweden per se. It's very individualist society. So don't believe like you need people in your life, and also you have to value people. It's very important for you to value people, and also not forgetting your religious background, and make sure you stick with your religion no matter what. It's very important, because I'll pay gratitude to my parents.
Yeah.
Um, if you know Lamin and you know their parent, you know that I came from a religious background. So, one coming here, leaving Gambia to come here, there are a lot of expectations, definitely. But my parents, being who they are, they know the purpose I'm coming here for. They know that I'm coming here for education. I can work. I can do a lot of stuff here. But the only advice they gave me is, or the prime or the main advice they gave me is, no matter what, don't leave your religion behind.
Yeah.
Stick with it. Stick with on your religion. Stay on your religion. So the same thing I will tell my daughters or my kids, for them to not, whatever the circumstance, let them not forget that they are religious people. Let them hold on to their religion, because I believe it helps you, put you on a firm footing to navigate the challenges you'll face in this daily world, because religion will tell you how to persevere when it comes to this daily lives or this worldly life, how you succeed, how you treat your fellow human being, how to be a good citizen in a society or whatever, wherever you are. So it's very important for me, uh, for my kids to be highly religious, respect people, and that's it.
So you hope that they remain grounded
Yeah.
in who they are, their religion,
Yeah.
and I mean the core values that
Yeah.
they actually grew up with.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I mean that's very fair, and I really hope that they always remember who they are. They always remember what make them who they are, and then carry those values actually moving forward. But away from all of that, when I mean the curtains are closed, when nobody is actually watching, what do you think the world should remember you for? When Lamin is not here, what should we remember you for?
Well, there are a lot of things people want people to remember them for, but for me, the most important thing for me is what value did I add on somebody's life? How do I lift somebody from who might think that he's a failure or she's a failure, and because of the support I give, either by advising
Yeah.
or showing him or her the routes that he or she should take to arrive at whatever goals she uh, want to achieve or he want to achieve. So I impacting or adding value on people's life, so that whenever they remember, if not because of this advice or if not because of this support, I will not be here today. So I think that's very important. So adding value to people's life in whatever means I can, I think that is very key for me.
And I think that's such a beautiful thing to think about. And and you saying that reminds me of a quote Nelson Mandela said. I think it's either Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi, that we should leave the world a little bit better than we have found it. And with you thinking that you need to, you hope to be remembered for the fact that you have at least impacted someone else's life. Somebody is going to be in a better place, uh, remembering that if it was not Lamin's guidance, or at least if it was not God, and in addition to Lamin's guidance, I wouldn't have been here. I think that's beautiful, and I also think if all of us make it a point of duty to uplift 1%, I mean, in so many years to come, our world is going to be a better place for everyone to thrive, and I think collectively, it will make a huge difference on how this world look like. I mean, we all know that the world is not kind. There are wars everywhere. I mean, people are taking their own lives because of depression, mental health issues. People are losing their jobs to AI. So many things are happening. So just you remembering to help someone, you remembering to guide someone, can make a huge difference in that person's life and in the lives of other people. So him hoping that they remember him for good things like that is laudable, and I genuinely hope and pray that everybody that you help also help somebody else, them also paying it forward to other people, because that's the only way that we can truly make this world really a better place. So viewers, we are almost coming to the end of this conversation, and I before I let my guests go, what is the last thing that you want to tell this community? What do you want to tell the people that are watching us today?
Well, let's keep the love, spread the love, respect each other, and let's keep communicating. Supporting each other will not deprive anything from you. So keep the love, spread the love.
I mean, yes, he says let's spread the love, and I hope you carry the same love. We all carry the same love and give it so freely to people that need it. But I equally hope that we take a decisive action today to be better for ourselves, for our families, but also for a world that is struggling with a lot of ills. And until we come your way again, it has really been Mike and mine with Omar Sise. And thank you for joining us. Please remember to comment, like, and then tap in the bell icon so that anytime I upload a new content, you will get notified, and then you can also watch and share your thoughts. So let's build a community that is going to show up for each other. Let's build a community that is empathetic, a community that remembers that even when the world is hard, there are people that you can rely on. So it has been Mike and mine with Omar, and thank you until when I come on your way again, and have an amazing evening. Bye.